Hey, what's up, y'all? Man, it's a beautiful day. I know that there's some shadow over my eyes, and I apologize for that. I'm set up in front of my garden. I've been working on some tilling and plowing and getting ready here at McGrew Ranch, where we at McGrew's Brew roast. And just trying to get ready for the summer, getting ready to get some plants in the ground, and just working hard. And so it's been a while since I've done a video, and I'm glad to be back today for my sip. I'm drinking out of a San Francisco cup, and San Francisco is actually, it's kind of funny. It's one of the places I've learned the most about church and being with brothers and sisters in the Lord. And so it's pretty funny about how that works, that would happen in, of all places, San Francisco, California. But that is what happened. And so today I've got a question that I kind of want to answer. And the question I've got is, what's the big deal about fair trade? My coffee is $12 a bag. $12 a bag for 12 ounces. And whole bean, ground, whatever you prefer. And that's a little bit more expensive than Folgers. It's a little bit more expensive than Starbucks. It's a little bit more expensive than those other guys. And one of the big things I talk about is being fair trade. And not only fair trade, there's a couple of things. One reason why I'm more expensive is because I'm not roasting literally hundreds of pounds at a time and providing a bag on a shelf that's going to sit for 3 months before you pick it up. And so one reason why I'm a little bit more expensive is because I'm roasting that bag. You're looking at the dude, I'm roasting that bag of coffee for you fresh. That's one of the reasons why you're paying $12 a bag. The other reason why is because we're fair trade, and we only work with fair trade coffee. And right now, especially, I'm only working with Haitian fair trade coffee, and it's because I am working directly with a company and I know what they're doing. And so what is the big deal about fair trade? Should I care about fair trade? Is it something that you should care about? Like, what's the big deal about fair trade? And it's really easy for us as American consumers to look at supply and demand, to look at competitive offers, and say, it's all about supply and demand. It's all about what are the people willing to pay for. And if other people can provide a product for literally half the price of you, that's your bad. But let me try to explain to you why this is such a big deal. You see, in most of the world, the coffee producing countries, quite frankly, they're just getting screwed. The companies that are going in and buying coffee from the farmers in those areas, they're just hosing them over. They're going in and they're paying farmers just an incredibly low amount of money. And one of the reasons why I'm sitting right here in front of where I'm going to be farming, where I'm producing, is because, guys, this takes a lot of work. This isn't something that just happens overnight. This literally, this takes work. It takes purpose. It takes intention, and it takes time, and it takes people, right? It takes a lot of people, a lot of work in order to be able to produce a good. And coffee is no different. And so whenever companies go to impoverished nations and they basically tell them, hey, look, I don't care what you've taken. I don't care how much work this has caused you. I don't care how many people you've got out here. I'm going to give you 25 cents a pound on your coffee. And then I'm not going to allow you to actually process your coffee. I'm going to bring my own people in that are going to process that. What they're actually doing is they are driving malnutrition, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, and issues like that into those areas. You can look it up. And I mean, just even consider the origins of where coffee come from. The most popular origins are Colombia, Brazil, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Mexico. Like, these places are the most popular places for coffee because the big coffee labels have the ability to go in and pay them literally pennies to get a product that they can turn around and charge you $4 for or $5 for. And here's the thing, all right? Especially us, because we are a Christian-based company. I'm going to be the first one to come out and tell you that, if you can't tell by all the other videos that we do. But here's the thing: if we're Christians, if we believe, honestly, even if you're not a Christian, you should be concerned about your fellow man. But especially if you're a Christian, in Genesis chapter 1, in the creation, God made us. He said He made us in His image, and then He said He commanded us. He gave us a purpose. He told us to subdue the earth and have dominion over it. The thing, I want you to consider the word subdue. It means to take by force to do what's right. All right? Like, that means that we have to be literally looking to do the right thing, because there's going to be opportunities for us to do the wrong thing. It's going to be easy for us to do the wrong thing. It's going to be natural for the world to do the wrong thing. Right now, y'all, there are giant corporations that are making billions of dollars, billions of dollars, in order to do this, so that basically they're driving sex trafficking, drug trafficking, malnutrition into the world. All right? And so this is something that we should be concerned about, y'all. This is something that fair trade coffee, particularly by being very, very intentional about who we're getting coffee from, how that coffee is benefiting that society, right? And in Haiti, the company that we work with, they work directly in Haiti. I only offer Haitian coffee. They are working directly with the farmers. They're teaching the farmers how to process the coffee. The farmers are making over $3 per pound on the coffee themselves. Those farmers are being taught how to roast coffee so that they can sell coffee both in Haiti and to the world. I mean, like, the things that are happening there are good. And so, the thing is I want you to enjoy your coffee. I want you to enjoy your cup of coffee, whether if you're having hot coffee, cold brew, a latte, an espresso, whatever you like, whatever you really like. I want you to be able to have that coffee, and I want you to be able to know that by choosing to do that, right? By making the choice to spend a little bit of extra money, you can get a good product, and you can get a product that is helping to subdue the earth and have dominion over it. You are doing something that's actually helping the world. And so, guys, today the big question is, why fair trade? And I hope that this little video, I hope that this discussion, I hope it helps you understand why it matters. I hope you can understand why our motto, what we are all about here, is changing the world one sip at a time. Guys, there is literally thousands, hundreds of thousands of kids in sex trafficking and drug trafficking being raped over and over and over right now. They're being forced into drugs. There are, like, I know that we don't like talking about this stuff, guys. I know we don't like using the words like raped over and over and over. I know that this makes us uncomfortable. But look, if you're going to the store and you're buying a cup of coffee, if you're going to the store and you're buying a bag of coffee, and that coffee is less than $10 a bag, I hate to tell you this, but it's probably not being sourced from any kind of a good situation. All right, I'm just trying to put this out straightforward to you, for them to be able to get the coffee, process the coffee, ship it to the United States, roast the coffee, package the coffee, and then deliver it to you, provide it to you. It's gonna be expensive. And so, guys, this is me just trying to urge you to be considerate about what you're doing and the money that you're spending. Are you unintentionally fueling a true global epidemic, right? Like, we're not talking about COVID now, we're talking about sex trafficking. We're talking about drug trafficking. We're talking about literally this world going to hell in a handbasket. Be mindful of what you're doing, guys. And if you want to make that a little bit easier, that decision a little bit easier, if you don't even want to have to think about it, guys, get some McGrew's Brew. All right. I know that this is my company. I know that this is what I provide, but guys, you're gonna get good coffee. You're gonna get fresh coffee. You're gonna get fair trade coffee. You are getting coffee from a farmer who's being treated correctly, who's not having to sell their kids into sex trafficking in order to save them, who's not having to worry about drug cartels overrunning them, who's being worked with directly from a company here, actually from the United States, that's working directly with them, that's teaching them, that's helping them reforest their nation. Guys, what we're looking to do is good. And so, guys, today for our sip, McGrew's Brew Coffee, change the world one sip at a time. Y'all take care. I love y'all. Get you some coffee, share the word, get the word out. Guys, be the change, all right? Let's see if we can actually do something different. Let's drive those giant corporations out of business. Let's make them have a giant backlog of bad coffee, because what they're doing is wrong. And if that alone changes this world, it's worth it. I love y'all. Y'all have a fantastic day. Peace.